I think this fight is predicated all on the pressure and everything is just on Woodley. For Jake Paul, for him, this is his first. I think it's fair to say this is his first legit test, and that's why I would not bet on this fight. I would not touch this freaking fight. I like money, and I'm not going to waste money on this because we don't really know where Jake Paul is at. We saw what he did to Nate Robinson. That guy, he won a dunk contest many moons ago and then decided to fight and got starched and was a meme for a solid 2 weeks, which was fantastic. And then Ben Askren, he was just there for the paycheck. He wasn't there to bring it to Jake Paul. So we haven't learned anything about Jake Paul. What we do know is based off his sparring and his timing and his knockout power and his athleticism and his commitment to the sport of boxing, which says a lot. But we do not know. And I think this is the perfect step for Jake Paul to find out what he's all about. Is he for real or is he just a pretender, Ben? Because those other ones, I think most guys who are big, strong, and athletic and committed their lives to boxing and have the resources that he does could win those fights. Are they going to knock him out in the fashion that Jake Paul did? No, but they could probably win those fights. Against Woodley, who's a bona fide UFC Hall of Famer, has beat the best of the best in the welterweight division, regarded as one of the best welterweights of all time. Now you're talking. And listen, I know he's not a striking expert, but Woodley's pretty damn good, dude. He's pretty good. And this whole main event breaks down to, and the pressure's on Woodley, and it all breaks down to, is Woodley in the right frame of mind, and does he want to fight? Because if Woodley feels the pressure and he trained properly, which if you watch the All Access, which they did a great job, Showtime did a great job. If you watch that, it looks like he's taking it serious. So if Woodley wants to be in there and he realizes that the entire MMA community is banking on him getting rid of Jake Paul, because if Jake Paul loses, once he loses, all this stops, kids. All this cross-pollination, the YouTubers fighting real fighters, all of it goes out the window. You're still going to have some Logan Paul stuff out there, and you have your shit shows and Oscar De La Hoya and Vitor Belfort and stuff like that. But as far as the YouTubers fighting legit fighters, it all starts and stops with Jake Paul. It really does. So, I would not bet on this fight because we don't know where Woodley's at. And I think it's easy to say, well, Woodley hasn't won a fight in how long and how many rounds? He hasn't won a round in how long? I get that. But look at the guys. He's fighting the fucking tip of the spear guys in the welterweight division of the UFC. He's not fighting KSI. He's not fighting Ben Askren, who's there for a paycheck. He's not fighting Nate Robinson, who has no business put on boxing gloves. He went out on a shield against Vicente Luque, who's a monster, right? Might be fighting for a title next. Colby Covington's fighting for the title. Second time fighting for the title. Gilbert Burns fought for the title. Kamaru Usman, the best welterweight of all time. Before that, he starts Darren Till in Liverpool in front of his home. Was that Liverpool or was that Dallas?
Dallas, looks like.
Either way, beat the shit out of Darren Till.